Hey friends, this is how to create a lesson plan template in Google Sheets with a drop down for your TEKS. So this is first grade and this is my template on the first tab. I've gone and copied and pasted all of the Math, English, Science, History TEKS for first grade into this second tab, and then I have ELPS on the third tab. You can create as many tabs as you want by doing the plus sign, and so I'm just going to put this in here real quick, and that will be important later. So back to my template. So first you need to figure out how you want it to look, and it can be a little finicky, and so your very first tool is to figure out highlighting and merging. So the square with the two arrows is merge, and that way it gives you one large box instead of the small individual boxes, and you can go up and down to merge. So it can be the height and width that you want. So now that I know where I want to put my TEKS, I'm going to go to Data, Data Validation, List from a Range. I'm going to come to the next box where it has a little window looking icon, click it, and then I'm going to come down here to my TEKS tab, and I'm going to say I want all the math, and so I clicked on the A, and so it's saying, all right, your range is all of A to infinity. Or I could say, wait, I want it to be science in that box. Oh, all of science. Or if I only wanted to do so many TEKS, I can highlight them like that. And so my drop down would only pull from box C2 to box C6. But for now, I want it to be the entire C column. Okay? And then save. So when I come back to my template, I now have the drop down with all the science ones. And it's important to highlight the entire column, because if there's anything I need to add at the bottom, like maybe there's some local standards that you need to cover, lab safety and whatnot, that is in addition to the TEKS, anything you put down here will automatically save in your drop down. See if I can find it. It's alphabetical, or maybe it's at the, yep, it's at the end where I put it. Imagine that. So there we go. So whatever I changes automatically in the dropdown. Another useful tool within data validation, is the option of putting a calendar. Instead of list from a range, we can do date. Save. And when I left click, double click, it gives me the calendar. Now I don't like the way it put it in there, so I'm going to go to Format, Number, and choose the way I want it to look. And you have other options too. Now I really don't like how it's way over here on the right. So I'm going to come up here and change it to the left. And if I decided, oh, I merged way too many boxes, I can just unmerge. So again, whatever I've merged is kind of a green color, and I can unmerge. And so now I have drop downs for days. Or say I just wanted the date to be 3 boxes long, I can merge that. I can also put borders around it, and I can decide on the color of the border or the thickness of the border, or if I just want it outlined or inline or however you want. All right. Now something also important is the wrap texting. I usually come up here to this little corner and it selects my entire sheet, or you can just highlight what you need to. But I'm going to select the whole sheet, Format, and then text wrapping, wrap, and that now makes anything that I start typing, it'll at first go out of the box, but when I hit enter, it now wraps it down, so it stays in one box. So that's an important tool to also know. So we've gone over TEKS, we've gone over the date, I've also got the ELPS on here. Now, even though I've wrapped text on here, for some reason, this box does not want to expand correctly. So you just bring your cursor over until it's the double arrow. So see, I have a hand, I have my white arrow, but now I have my double. Left click, drag down, and so that's how to manually expand if you need to. Don't ask me why it didn't work the first time, it's technology. Now I'm just going to say here in my notes is where I want to put that information I typed in earlier about the quiz, the test, the peer review. Anything you type, you can go do list from range, save, and put it anywhere on your template as a drop down. So any information, blooms, levels, reading levels, DRA levels, whatever you want. If you can list it, you can turn it into a drop down. All right. I hope this has helped you out in some way.